Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Okay, guys, so we do have some exciting stuff going on. We did get some continuation today. We did bust through SPY supply zone, which does mean it is no longer going to be treated as a supply zone. What else happened today? All right, guys. On every single index, what do we have, guys? We have a shooting star candlestick going on here on SPY, on QQQ, on DIA. What do we got? A spinning top. On IWM, what do we have? You can't really call this anything, all right? You got a large upper wick, all right? But I would say this is closest to the inverted hammer. Regardless, guys, these are all reversal candlesticks, which does tell us we have to go into tomorrow with some caution. Now, I will say right now, we're looking for a pullback. All right, you come down to the smaller time frame, all right? And what happened here on SPY? Well, you had this ugly double bottom going on. And what is this little level right there? What is that 431.85 level? That is your breakout level. That was your neckline from this ugly double bottom. And when you broke out above it, what were we looking for? We were looking for a break and retest, all right, guys? So if you do come back down here, like I just said, this is no longer going to be your supply zone like we had going on right here when sellers stepped in right there. What is it going to be turned into, guys? Say it with me. A demand zone. It will be our demand zone. Now, is this going to be a guarantee that this is where the pullback is going to stop? No, it is not a guarantee, but let's just go over some psychology, all right? Well, over here, you had sellers stepping up here. You had sellers stepping up right here, all right? Well, what happened now? All right, guys, you went straight through it. So what do we know that's going on in this zone? Well, the sell orders that were here, that were here, that were here, that were here, they're no longer there. All right, so if we come back down into that zone, I do think it would be turned into a demand zone. That's just naturally how we have to look at things. If it gets broken, come back and retest. Naturally, we're looking for that there to be demand there. We're looking for there to be buy orders. So I am going to say, if you do see prices come back down to 431.85 tomorrow, look for buyers to step in there. All right. Nonetheless, you do have your hourly RSI being oversold right now. So like on top of what I just went over, we are looking for that pullback. All right. Like we should be looking for the pullback. Do you see these daily candlesticks, guys? I think a pullback is very likely going to come out of these. I'm just putting that one out there right there. All right, that is my opinion going into tomorrow. Look at that. You got the spinning top candlestick right there. Well, guys, does this look similar to what we got rocking with over here on DIA? Yes, it does. All right. Nonetheless, guys, I'll be paying attention to SPY and QQ because those are the things that will have the clean price action. Speaking of clean price action, you came right up to your 369.15 resistance, which was the low of this candlestick right here. You broke it, just like what we were just talking about with supply and demand. Well, this was a previous support level. It now is resistance. Now that we broke underneath it and you came back up to it, we are expecting there to be supply here. We are expecting sell orders to be sitting here. And what happens, guys? Sell orders were sitting there. That is exactly where you rejected on the day. All right, guys, you closed just underneath that level. I am looking for rejection from this level, but just like we just went over on SPY, we had that ugly double bottom going on over there. Well, what do we also have here? We also have that same ugly double bottom, and we came up. Guys, this is just picture perfect, all right, guys? We said we were looking for a quick move up to 369.15 if you can break above 362.95. That was the neckline, which is literally right there. And now what are we looking for after, all right? You rejected off your resistance. Naturally, we're looking for that break and retest, guys. 9 out of 10 times, you are going to see a break and retest. That is what I'm looking for. I am looking for QQ to retest 362.95 in the coming trading sessions to then see the dip get bought back up, and then we are going to higher prices. When we do go back up, well, if we do, I can't say when. That's just me being ballsy right there, right? If we do get buyers stepping back in here at the neckline, the break and retest, the breakout level. All right. Naturally, we get buyers stepping in here. If that is the case, which is very likely, if that is the case, we should get that bounce, and that bounce should come up to test this downtrend. That is going to be the next key, I guess we call it key resistance here we got on this chart. All right, guys, you are stalling out right here, resisting at 369.15. But guess what? Above there, we don't have anything until you come all the way up to 377, and before that you do have this downtrend line. Now I will also point this one out. If we take a few days on this pullback and then we rally into this, well, guess what? You're going to have a super resistance. You're going to have this downtrend, and then you're also going to be having your previous support turned resistance here. So we're going to have to see, and we do have proof of concept here as of today that this is exactly where sellers are stepping in with this candlestick. All right, you guys see where this wick lines up with? That is our level. All right, guys, so that is over here on QQ, guys. We are looking for that pullback just like I just outlined over there on SPY. All right, but I am also going to remind everyone, guys, I am still bullish. I do think the pullbacks are likely going to get met with buyers, and then I think those buyers take us to new highs. Just like I said in yesterday's video, the buyers are likely going to be the ones that prevail in this situation. I still think that is going to be the case. Are we going to get a pullback? We can. All right, we very much so can. I just outlined exactly what I'm looking for. What level specifically right here? I'm waving it right here in front of your face, 362.95. What level I think is going to be hit on said pullback? That is where your boy will be loading back anything he sold today. All right, guys, so I'm just going to let you guys know, all right, 10-20 positions on SPY. I did just go ahead and take all the profit today. Why? Because, guys, my profit target, we were literally within like $1 from that profit target. Guys, all we were looking for was this 438.43, 438.43 gap to be filled today. That was the target for this whole move up. And guess what, guys? That didn't happen before you had sellers stepping in. You stepped in like, what is this? Yeah, a 437.22. All right, guys. So, $1.20 there. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. Dogs were scratching up the door. I had to let them in. That is how it be. That is how it be. I love my pups. If you got pups, I'm sure you love your pups. That is just typically how that goes, all right? Regardless, guys, we're looking for downside, followed by more upside, all right? Now let's put on some fibs to see where we could be paying attention to. Right here. All right. And, honestly, guys, you're going to be watching this on the hourly time frame, but I know it looks pretty pathetic here, this little push here on the daily time frame. You're looking for buyers to come back down here. And actually, guys, we have this going on right here. So I just pointed out we had this ugly double bottom and your neckline was 431.85. I actually also want to point out right here on the hourly time frame, you actually had your neckline being all the way down here at 425.38. All right. Yeah. 425.43. That was the neckline that you broke out from. Ended up having this impulsive move to the upside here. Guess what, guys? That happens to align with our golden pocket here. I know you guys can't see the values right over here, right? The 0.618 to the 0.786 fib. That is your golden pocket. That is naturally where you are going to see sellers step in if it's just going to be retracement. If you surpass the 0.786 fib, that is when I say, hey, it's probably not going to be just a retracement. You're probably getting a full-on reversal. And yeah, all right. But let's just take that off and let me just point out where I think we are going to be going. If this is just going to be, like, regardless, I think this is where we're going, okay? Whether this is going to be a retracement, whether this is going to be a full-on rally and we're going to come all the way back up to 460, what level do I think is going to be? I think we're going to come back up here to 441 to 446. That is your golden pocket of over here. Let me just show you the power of the golden pocket. You come over there. There's your high. There's your low. Well, where'd you end up stalling out? Right there at the 0.786. Well, come over here to QQ. Where'd you end up stalling out? Right there on the 0.786. Right there on the 0.786. All right, guys. So if so many people are looking at it, which I would say if there's one indicator that most people are looking at, it's probably going to be this and then your support and resistance line. And then I would say your RSI and would be in third place right there, right? But that is why these become self-fulfilling prophecies, because so many people are taking action off of these, and then boom, you get an explosive movement because, you got a million different people doing the same movement. All right, so that is what I am looking out for over here in SPY. I do think we get higher prices. That's what I want to make very clear here. I do think we get higher prices, which I'm just going to point out right now. If we were to surpass right here, all right, you surpass your gap though, which again, I do think that's going to happen very soon. All right, right after this pullback gets finished with, I think that's where we go. All right, right here, you actually are stalling out right there exactly at your 0.5. So that is something to, keep an eye on right there. All right. But realistically speaking, guys, let's just look at this. All right. This is exactly how I think this goes. All right. Call me a perma bull. Say I'm uber bullish. I am. I'm still bullish. All right. A lot of people were getting real bearish down here, real bearish down here. And I'm just going to tell you right now, downside still is limited, all right? Like, we can go down there, but you're probably not going to undercut this low by too much if you were to undercut that low. You're still going to find the same buyers over here at 417.62, the breakout level, which is on the weekly time frame, might I add. It's a weekly break and retest you got going on over there. All right, so like if you do go down there, you're still going to find the same buyers you were going to find over here there. So that's that. All right, guys. But I did say once we did get that decent $10 to $15 bounce, we will start playing things level by level again. We won't just be looking for that upside. Well, guys, what do we got going on here? All right, do we have that $10 to $15 bounce? Damn right, we got that $17.50 bounce. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna go back to playing things level by level. Okay. All right, guys. Watch QQQ 362.95. We're looking for this exact action right here. We're looking for this exact price action to take place. All right, I know I took off the RSI. We are getting up there, guys. This is what I was saying. You don't short when this thing's down there, all right? Call me an idiot who just looks at the RSI all you want. I don't look at the RSI, but I definitely will use it when it's providing me input. All right, when it has input that I deem as valuable, let me freaking use that input. All right, just like over here. Why are you going to short here? Well, now we're back here at the middle ground. Well, now you could freaking short here if you want. All right, you could, you know, it's a lot less risky than if you were to do it down here. All right, guys, so QQ 362.95 for that pullback. SPY, we're probably either going to find a bid over here in the golden pocket somewhere. All right, but honestly, guys, these are the levels I would be paying attention to. Golden pocket aside, all right, you're paying attention to 431.85, and you're also paying attention to 425.38 if you get one heck of a pullback. All right, and that 425.38 level, well, it's 425.43. Let me actually change that before I keep saying the wrong level here. Oh, my computer froze. There we go. This level lines with your golden pocket. So I think it's going to be either here or here you get buyers stepping back in. But keep in mind, guys, we also do have this supply zone, previous supply zone. Now it should act as demand. Now the price got above there. We should have buy orders in down there. Then again, that does align with your 431.85 break and retest level right there. But that demand zone is at 431 to 433. So that is what you're paying attention to over there. Let's actually see how Mr. IWM is doing. All right, guys. So we were looking for a decent bit of upside over here in IWM. And I'm just going to point out this bad boy is a lagger. You see how this candlestick is lower than that candlestick? Well, guess what? IWM is a lagger. It ain't catching up as quick as these other guys. It just isn't. DIA, yeah, you're going for a run. QQ going for a run. SPY going for a run. IWM is just being a lagger. All right, guys. So dips are still going to be your buying opportunities. I'm just going to outline this right here. All right. Well, what do you then have? All right. On the daily time frame, you will have an inverse head and shoulders formation. So again, guys, I reiterate what I've said through this whole video. Dips are buying opportunities. BTFD. Buy the F and dip. That's the word. That's the way. That's Henry's word. And that is my way. All right. With that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.